Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, let's talk with Francis Hayes from Fox Hill Country Club. It is the 68th annual John A. Allan tournament, and boy, it's always an exciting time of year. And Francis, you've seen a lot of these over the years. Tell us about how excited you are about this coming weekend.
Well, John, first of all, I want to thank you very much for having me on, and I'm sure Fox Hill is very pleased also. We appreciate the time that you're giving us. I'm very excited. I'm sort of a little biased. I think that, our field is one of the strongest in the valleys. This will be my 31st John Allan member guest. I've been here since 1983, and every year it seems to get bigger and better. I mean, just a phenomenal event.
And how's the course playing right now? It seems like the weather's cooperated pretty good the last several weeks.
Well, John, let me tell you something. I think that our superintendent, Ron Garrison, and his staff have done a tremendous job. The golf course is spectacular. All year long, from the time that we took our covers off our greens when winter broke until now, the golf course has been, in A1 condition, and I'm looking forward to some great golf over the next few days and weekend that hopefully will bring some attention to a lot of the golf fans out there.
Well, Francis, tell us a little bit about the tournament. You mentioned it's a member-guest type tournament. Tell us about how many days it lasts and how it works out and how many different teams are involved in this.
Okay, good question. It's a 3-day member guest that consists of 104 teams, 208 players. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The public is welcome to come out and be some spectators if they like. And it's a match play tournament this year. The flights will be playing match also. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's hopefully the weather will cooperate. The staff has done a great job to get the golf course in the shape that it should be in, and it always is. Shane Bradley, our general manager, has also done a great job to put all the other activities that we're going to experience for the next few days, and we're looking forward to it.
Francis Hayes joining me as we talk about Fox Hill Country Club this weekend. It's going to be lit up with the 68th annual John A. Allan tournament for member guests. And Francis, when you talk a little bit about the quality of golfers that are hitting the links, I mean, you could go down the list and say, well, I think this team's good or that team's good. Each and every year, it always brings out everybody's best.
There's no question about it. And that's why I think that our golf tournament is one of the strongest fields in the valley. We have some phenomenal golfers that are competing. For me to say that there's one favorite out there or two is really hard for me to pick from one player to the one team to the next. But there are some good teams, and I can name a few. You have your some of your past winners. Dr.tom, Biscotti and John Mikiewicz won last year. They're our defending champs. Bob Gill and Brian Corbett, they've won a few John Allans. David Kluger, Eric Williams. Our president, John Mulhern, Lenny Coleman is a good team. And you also have our younger players like Mariano Medico and his brother Larry Medico, who will be vying for the championship also.
There's been some great golfers that have come through Fox Hill Country Club, and you mentioned Mariano Medico. We interviewed him earlier this week. He's doing a fantastic job out there, and you mentioned some of these other teams and guys that get out and get after it. This really turns into an incredible competition, and it just seems to bring out everybody's best. It's a festive type weekend. Talk about the atmosphere itself and what's it like, and everybody's talking golf, but they're also enjoying themselves as well.
Yeah, it is very exciting. The last 5 or 6, championships that we've had in the John Allan, 4, if I'm not mistaken, have gone extra holes. With the talent that's in our field, there is some phenomenal golf that is played over the weekend. Again, getting back to Mariano, I just checked a few seconds ago on the computer. He's one hole away from going to the semifinals in the Philadelphia Junior Boys Championship, which is going on right now. He won his match this morning, 4-3, to get into the quarterfinals, and he's leading is matching the quarterfinals, one up with 2 holes to play to get into the semis. So, the talent and the quality of golf that we have at our tournament is phenomenal. It's, as far as I'm concerned, second to none.
Francis Hayes talking about Fox Hill Country Club's 68th annual John A. Allan. It is a member guest tournament. And Francis, you've been the golf pro now for 12 years. You mentioned 31 years overall there at Fox Hill. Does this ever get old for you? Is it always exciting?
No, it's every year there's some new kind of excitements. I've seen, you name it. I've seen hole-in-ones. I've seen people make eagles. I've seen teams go on birdie runs. It's every year there's something new. It's fun to do. As many people as we get on the golf course for those 3 days, it is a process. I mean, it's a lot of hard work done by a lot of people, but everybody seems to enjoy it. We get it done. We do our job. Fox Hill's happy, and that's all that's concerning us. We're looking forward to a great event.
Is there a favorite hole out there that the golfers seem to really like, or one that just seems to be one of the most challenging at Fox Hill?
John, there's a couple signature holes that we have out here. One is our 10th hole, which is a par 4 with a beautiful scenic view from the tee. It's one of the more difficult in the area. Our par 3 13th hole from the back tee, the championship, will be playing at 245 yards probably most of the weekend. So those 2 holes, a lot of times dictate who's going to win the golf tournament. I want to compliment you on the work that you do for the local sports and the coverage that you've given Fox Hill and some of its players. I appreciate that very much.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Check it out, the 68th John A. Allan Tournament this weekend at Fox Hill Country Club here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.